Live from Arkansas's breaking news leader, Fox 16 News at 9 starts now.
A strong storm system threatening most of the state at this hour, bringing with it damaging winds, heavy rains, and several tornado warnings. Good evening, everyone. I'm Donna Terrell.
I'm Kevin Kelly. Parts of the state getting a small taste of what's to come, but it's the overnight hours that could pack the biggest punch and threat. We begin our team coverage tonight with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baskin, who's already been very busy. Jeff?
Well, Arkansas Storm Team has been on air for the last couple of hours with tornado warning coverage. We've had one very likely tornado that has hit parts of Logan County, possibly parts of Johnson County as well. Over 25,000 people without power. Several severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now. We don't have any tornado warnings in effect right now in Arkansas. However, we do have several severe thunderstorm warnings, so let's talk about those. Severe thunderstorm warnings right now include portions of west central Arkansas. That includes portions of Polk as well as Montgomery, western Garland, including the Lake Washita area, southern Yell County. As we take a look at some of these other severe thunderstorm warnings that we have in effect, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that includes the Danville area, the Russellville area, for some strong straight line winds, wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour, possibly over 70 miles per hour. That can do some significant damage. It can cause loss of power, trees down. So take these warnings pretty seriously, because these storms have the capability of producing some fairly significant damage. You can see the storms now just about getting into the Russellville and Dardanelle areas. Likely some strong winds associated with that. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for portions of north central Arkansas. That includes numerous counties in north central Arkansas: Baxter, Boone, Conway, Marion, Newton, Pope, Searcy, Stone, and Van Buren counties, all under severe thunderstorm warnings until 9:45. Likely some strong gusty winds associated with those storms. Now, as we close in a little bit, we're going to talk about where we had that earlier tornado report. That was in Logan County, just to the south of Scranton and just to the east of Subiaco. That was right around 8 p.m. or so. Numerous reports of some power outages. There was a report of a tornado associated with that storm. That now we're looking at more of a wind threat associated with the storms that are moving through central Arkansas. A tornado watch continues for much of the state until 2 a.m. Remember, a watch means that conditions are favorable for storms that could produce tornadoes. Even though our main threat as we go through the overnight hours going to be some strong straight line winds, there may be a couple of isolated spin-ups along that line producing tornadoes. As well as the severe weather threat, we also have a flash flood watch that is in effect for much of the state, 2 to 3 inches, locally over 4 inches. So as we go through the overnight hours, here's the timing of it. The storm's getting closer to central Arkansas as we get towards about, say, 11 o'clock, including the Little Rock area. Those storms then moving into eastern Arkansas as we go through the wee hours of the morning on Saturday before daybreak, and then out of the state by the time we get towards sunrise Saturday, with a few lingering showers going through the, say, late morning into the early afternoon, but no severe weather threat for tomorrow. Could actually be a little bit of wintry weather across parts of northwest Arkansas, and we'll continue to track these storms coming up in just a few minutes. And of course, the Arkansas Storm Team is going to be on standby all night for the threat of severe weather.
All right, thank you. Thanks so much for covering it. Our team is out now covering the storm. One of the areas being watched closely at this hour, Scranton in Logan County. Yeah,
Rochelle Turner joining us live with a closer look at the conditions where she is. Rochelle, I know you're driving, so keep your eyes on the road, but give us an update on the conditions there.
Donna, Kevin, what I can tell you right now is that we're heading towards Scranton, which is in Logan County. It's raining super hard right now. It's really dark. I can tell you, on our way from Clarksville, we were at the Walmart in Clarksville where our tornado warning was issued, and we had to take shelter in that Walmart. Everyone had to go to the back of the building. We could just hear how loud it was. The wind was hitting the building. It was raining extremely hard, but as as we were driving to Scranton, I can tell you guys, I did see several power lines down. There were some trees down. There was debris in the road, and there's lots of flooding. We have our hazard lights on. We're driving extremely slow, but I did speak with officials in Logan County who did confirm with me that there was some storm damage in Logan County. That's where we're headed. They told me that they didn't know exactly what that storm damage was. They were just out still trying to assess some of the damage, but we are about maybe 10 minutes out from the Scranton, the Midway area in Logan County, where we are hearing multiple reports of storm damage. I've seen a couple of trees down. It's really dark out here right now, so we're trying to be extremely careful, but it's raining right now. My photographer just kind of panned over to kind of show you what we're seeing right now. It's raining, really dark, and we're going extremely slow because we've seen some flooding on the road as well as trees and debris, so we just want to be extremely careful. I can tell you that I would stay out, do not get into the roads, like stay home, watch us online and on air for the very latest, because it's very ugly out here. It's dark, so you can't really see what's going on, so that's why we're just being super careful. But check back with us at the end of the show. We'll let you guys what we know from Logan County officials and what we are seeing out here as we drive into Scranton. Back to you guys, or rather, we're going to toss it out to Haley in Little Rock. Haley, can you tell me what it looks like out there right now?
Well, we're not seeing quite as much damage as Rochelle is seeing here in Little Rock. It just started sprinkling a little bit, but other than that, it's a little bit windy. Other than that, a few minutes ago, it was dry. We weren't seeing any sort of weather. We're right by 6:30. Traffic is moving. Again, not much damage, but the meteorologists have been saying that we won't be seeing much activity until midnight, so we're not out of the clear just yet with that. But we'll be out here in the metro covering the storms until it passes all night if necessary, so follow us on social media and we will keep you updated. But now I'm going to send it over to Alexis, who is in Prescott. Alexis, what kind of weather are you guys seeing out there?
And we might not have Alexis Wainwright, who's covering the weather for us in Prescott. We'll try to get to her, but we were having a little bit of trouble with the signal. But let's talk about electricity. Energy Arkansas is also tracking the forecast tonight, and so are other electric companies around the state. We want to show you a live look at where the outages in Arkansas stand right now. You're looking at them. There are over 3,900. Actually, last time I checked, it was close to 4,000, and it looks like it still is. This is the number of people without power in the state of Arkansas, or in our viewing area. Employees will be reporting to work tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with Entergy to shore up any power situations that you may be experiencing tonight.
Yeah, and make no mistake, as the night progresses and we head into the early morning hours, that number will likely go up as the storm intensifies. We want to check back in with Alexis Wainwright. We've been able to establish contact with her. She joins us live from Prescott. Alexis, it looks relatively calm right now, but as the hours progress and the morning hours arrive, things will quickly change.
Yeah, that's right, Donna and Kevin. Right now, we're at a truck stop off of I-30 West in Prescott, off of Ron Harold Road. Now, it's very dry here, as you mentioned, but one thing that we've noticed is the wind starting to pick up here. If you take a look at this sign over here, it gives you a little reference of how the wind is rocking this area right now. Now, we've talked to several people who live in this area that have stopped at this truck stop, asking us questions when that storm will hit and what it's going to look like. We've seen people go inside the store as well just to watch the weather on the TVs to see what's happening. Now, again, very dry here, but that wind is starting to pick up as the hours progress. We'll continue to update you for the very latest as we continue to stay out here to figure out when that storm will hit. But for now, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Alexis. It's a stark contrast between where Alexis is right now and where Rochelle was as she was heading to Scranton, with the wind, power lines down, and so on. So around the state, just a different situation wherever you go. Yeah,
it may not look like much at this hour, but as Jeff showed you, and he'll show you again on the radar, this is going to intensify as the night gets longer.
That's
but
true.
We'll keep you posted, of course. And the Arkansas storm team, will be watching the weather tonight and well into Saturday morning. They will be prepared to break in if needed. to provide you the latest conditions so you and your family can stay safe.